Hey y'all, Rick Sky here. Welcome back to another epic drone show. This is a live show, so if you're watching this at approximately 7:26 p.m. New York City time, East Coast time in the United States of America, then this is a live show. So anything that you type in the chat, I can see. I can also see the super chat. So if you choose to super chat, again, not required, but a great way to support the channel and a great way to support future live shows and also videos. I'm an independent YouTube channel, so it's your support that enables me to continue to produce and to grow. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this. So, I think the topic of peak interest right now is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. And there's no secret, the cat's out of the bag. The DJI Mini 3 Pro, it's imminent. EP Life, welcome aboard, sir. EP Life is a tremendous supporter of the channel. Loves the merchandise, super chats, does the super thanks. I've done a lot of wristwatch reviews for EP Life. So EP Life, it's good to have you on the Epic Drone Show. This live show, of course, is about drones. So I like wristwatches, I like drones, I like a little bit of everything. So I've got subject matter kind of across the board, but yeah, within this show, we're going to talk about the DJI Mini 3 Pro. So the DJI Mini 3 Pro is going to be great. And there's actually a lot of leaks. And again, whatever drone it is, and if you haven't seen my old videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out my videos, and you'll see how I approach every drone. But some of these videos, you don't have to do anything, but you should assume that they may not necessarily be accurate. So, and the reason I say that is that everything that you see here, and that's Phantom 1 through present being the DJI Mini 3 Pro, everything you see here is how it is. I'm not here to doctor stuff up. I'm here to put on a show. But I'm not here to doctor things up and, film a video and there's not a speck of dust on the entire thing. And, this is not a video production class. This is not something where you go and say, ooh, well, professor, do I get an A or do I get an F or do I get a C? It's not that. I mean, there's a drone. It's brand new. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? What are your thoughts? What do you want to see me do in the field with the DJI Mini 3 Pro? What are your concerns? What are your curiosities? You tell me. That's why I'm here. That's why Epic Drone Show was established. I established Epic Drone Show many years ago. And I'm also the drone evangelist. So you can go to droneevangelist.com. You can go to epicdroneshow.com. And something I encourage everybody to do, if you're new to drones, maybe you're thinking about buying a new drone, maybe one for yourself, maybe one for a friend. Please consider my website, epicdroneshow.com. Whenever you're shopping for a drone, you don't have to buy. But even if you're just shopping and you're curious, go to epicdroneshow.com and click Buy a Drone, and you can find all of the drones. And as soon as the DJI Mini 3 Pro becomes available, you also find it there. So this is going to be a fun ride. And if you've been a subscriber of my channel for a while, you know that I'm not super enthusiastic about things that I just don't care about. And that's not saying that's not saying there's something wrong with it. For example, Mavic 3, DJI Mavic 3, I was not interested in it. And I'm not saying it's a bad drone. Obviously, you can find it. Go to epicdroneshow.com and click Buy a Drone. You can find it there. But I'm not saying it's a bad drone, but it just wasn't of enough interest to me to feature here on Epic Drone Show, to feature on our Skies Adventure channel. Obviously, Epic Drone Show is a component of our Skies Adventure channel. So, Epic Drone Show is it is drone-centric content. So, the Mini 3 Pro, though, it genuinely has me excited. And it's not just the small size and the insignificant weight, but like previous drones, DJI Mini 2, the original DJI Mini, like the Mini series. Well, actually, the original DJI Mini, they called it the DJI Mavic Mini. And then they dropped the word Mavic out of DJI Mini 2, and now the DJI Mini 3 Pro it doesn't mention the word Mavic. So, you're getting that USB recharge capability, which when you're filming off the grid like I do, I mean, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, man. I put a backpack on my back and I may be 75 miles out. That's just how it goes. But if I'm in a permissible environment and I'm able to take that drone off of my back and fly it, well, guess what? After I land it, I'm going to want to recharge it. And when I'm off the grid, 75 miles out in the middle of the backcountry, how am I going to recharge it? It's not like, hey, Bear, can you give me a wall outlet? I need to recharge this drone. You're like, no, I'll just eat you and eat your drone. You can't do that. That's why you need, the USB recharge capability of the DJI Mini 3 Pro is tremendous, because utilizing something as simple as a solar USB battery bank, it makes it possible for one to take a drone out in the backcountry, fly the drone, consume the battery, and say, you know what? I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to cook some dinner. I'm going to cook some dinner here in the backcountry. But while you're doing that, you're recharging your USB rechargeable drone by way of the USB battery bank, and then the solar panels are recharging the battery in the USB battery bank. Off the grid USB recharge. Man, that's huge. That is so huge. Not just for the drone, the DJI Mini 3 Pro, but also for the DJI Mini 3 Pro's controller. And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit of depth. Sorry, all this pollen and stuff, man. I usually don't have bad allergies, but I'm just like warped. I mean, it's just like, my eyes water, my nose is, it's just everything. But you know what? That's not going to stop me from obsessing over the DJI Mini 3 Pro. And we got a quiet crowd here tonight. I know we got EP Life, but where are all the drone people tonight, man? We got to talk about drones. What do you think about the DJI Mini 3 Pro? Are you going to buy the DJI Mini 3 Pro? Do you think it's a waste of time? Do you think it's a waste of money? Do you think it's going to be the best drone ever? What do you think about DJI Mini 3 Pro? That's why we're here. And actually, I'm going to post a poll. Here. And I'm just going to say, do you like drones? Yes or no? And I'm going to ask the community. So you'll see that pop up. You can choose to take the poll if you want to. If you don't, that's fine, man. I'm just here having a good time. So, yeah, it's going to be a very eventful, and I completely expect, I'm 95, and if I'm wrong, y'all can call me an idiot, but I'm 95% confident that the DJI Mini 3 Pro will be available to order on May the 10th, which May the 10th is Tuesday in the United States of America. So mark your calendars. Set you an iPhone reminder, an Android reminder, whatever you want. Set that reminder on your smart device. Your A-word device, your G-word device, whatever it is, your digital assistant or your physical assistant. Maybe you're a big shot and you got somebody that is your assistant. Tell them, remind me on May the 10th, which is Tuesday. Wake me up at 6 a.m. and remind me to go to epicdroneshow.com and click buy a drone and look at the Mini 3 Pro. Because if this doesn't release on Tuesday, I'm going to feel like a fool, because I'm saying it's going to release on Tuesday. Again, assumption, not confirmed, but as soon as it releases, again, you will find it on epicdroneshow.com. Just go to epicdroneshow.com and click buy a drone. That's all you got to do, man. So why am I so excited about this? Well, number one, there hasn't been a good drone in a few years. I mean, the Mavic 3 Pro is a good drone, but I'm saying there hasn't been anything that's really piqued my interest. And, we had the past few years, I don't want to go into all that, but we had that virus or whatever came through and everybody got disrupted and supply chain got disrupted. Supply chain is still disrupted. But it created a challenging environment for innovation when it comes to things like drones, less essential items. To me, a drone is an essential item, because I'm the host and founder of Epic Drone Show. I got to have drones. But I understand for the majority of people, that it's not necessarily. EP Life says, gotta watch live stream to get to man, have a good night later. EP Life, always good to have you, sir. EP Life is a huge wristwatch collector. Check out my timepieces for tomorrow videos. You can see my review of EP Life's wristwatch collection. Very cool stuff. But yeah, I mean, we're about to experience something brand new. And again, drones, they've been around for a while, but with the DJI Mini 3 Pro, we're about to experience something brand new from the perspective that we've got a new drone. Well, duh, that's new. But it's a new drone that is refined. So when you looked at the DJI Mini, the DJI Mavic Mini, you know, the miniature drone from DJI that started this movement, you know, that was just kind of testing the waters. You know, DJI was saying, well, you know, they're probably back there in their little laboratory. They're like, man, I don't know. You think we ought to create something smaller? And they're like, well, I don't know, man. And then everybody else is like, well, let's give it a try. Let's just kind of make it basic. So, you know, the original DJI Mavic Mini didn't have the high-end camera. It was just a very bare bones, but very lightweight and first in class from DJI to have a drone that is USB rechargeable. So that was huge. Then you got the DJI Mini 2. Awesome drone. Awesome drone. Highly capable, USB rechargeable, 4K video. Excellent drone. Actually, the DJI Mini 2, for a lot of social media work, is more than sufficient. Excellent drone. And again, with that USB recharge capability, you can recharge it off the grid, man. You don't have to have a wall outlet. You know, you're out in your boat, you're on your ATV, your snowmobile. You got a little solar battery bank in your pocket. You can top that battery off. You got solar panels. You got off-the-grid renewable energy, man. So, you know, the DJI Mini 2, it brought a lot of refinement to the miniature drone from DJI. And now you've got the DJI Mini 3 Pro. DJI has taken what they've tested. Okay, we're just going to release a bare bones drone. It's very lightweight. And they're like, oh, we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to add a 4K camera to it. And now they're like, well, you know what? People seem to like a smaller and lighter drone that has USB recharge capability. I've been preaching this since the Phantom 1. Subscribe. Check out my old videos. Check out the Drone Evangelist. I am the Drone Evangelist. I've always been preaching. We need a smaller and lighter drone. And DJI, I think, is about to deliver in a way that they've never delivered before. Not only are we going to get a smaller and lighter drone from DJI, but we're going to get a phenomenal, and again, to be tested. I got to get the drone. I got to take it out of the box. Got to take it out in the field to be tested. But what I will promise you is, like all my drone videos, an honest and unedited experience. You know, some people don't like that. Man, you know, why'd you take so long in the field? You know, you get to it, man. You know, this video could have been 3 minutes and it was 30 minutes. Hey, you don't like the format? Hey, if you don't, you know, maybe my format's not for you. My format's not for everyone. But the format, the people that appreciate my format, I feel confident you're going to love the presentation when DJI Mini 3 Pro comes to the table. And I completely expect to have it within a few days. You know, I'm not your bottom feeder here. You know, I'm not your low man on the totem pole or low person on the totem pole. I got to be politically correct. But I completely expect to have that drone within a few days. And when I get it, again, nothing sugar-coated, nothing cleaned up. You know, I may have a little bit of rain stains on my desk here from this IPA, India Pale Ale. And that may get on the box, and you may be looking at the unboxing video. It's like, man, he didn't even clean his desk off, and he's unboxing this brand new drone. Hey, nothing sugar-coated on this channel. You know, this is an authentic drone experience, an honest drone experience. It always has been. It always will be. And there's no doctoring up of anything on this channel. I mean, that's not the goal. You want an edited experience. You want I'm going to pull up to the gas station, pump my gas, and they pop up that little bitty, gas stations go up and they got a TV screen. It's like these little quick and turbo abbreviated clips because they're targeting somebody that's standing at a gas pump and may be there for a few minutes only. And that's an ultra edited experience. It's not going to be that. This is going to be in-depth. This is going to be honest. This is going to be painful for people to watch that don't care about drones. People that they want to spend 3 minutes and be like, well, that's everything I need to know about the drone. If you're that fancy, if your time is that valuable, then you need to go somewhere else for your information. But if you want the honest, in-depth, and non-sugar-coated review of the DJI Mini 3 Pro, you've come to the right place. Epic Drone Show, again, I established it because I value honesty. I value entertainment. I value an in-depth review and nothing doctored up. So I'm excited because I've got something new that is going to be able to be fully explored. And the best part about it is that it's something I'm genuinely excited about. Again, I don't just review drones on this channel just because it's another drone review. I could go out to insert retailer XYZ here, and I could get the, any drone that's out there, any brand. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fill my channel with bloat. So the drones that you're seeing here are drones that I care about. And I've been approached by a lot of big drone manufacturers, and some of them I was polite, and I just said, look, I appreciate you contacting me. Thank you for your time. However, I just don't feel that your drone would be a good fit for my viewers. And that's happened to me before. Chris Register, I thought we were talking about the Mini 3. Yes, sir. We're talking about the DJI Mini 3 Pro, the brand new drone from DJI that I completely expect to release on the 10th, which is Tuesday in the United States of America. And again, set that bookmark, epicdroneshow.com, and click buy a drone. Set that reminder. Ask your digital assistant. Ask your wife. Ask your live-in girlfriend, whatever it is. Just say, hey, remind me on the 10th. I got to go over to epicdroneshow.com and I got to click buy a drone. That's important. So, Chris, speaking of the DJI Mini 3, what are your thoughts in regards to the DJI Mini 3? Just tell the truth, man. I mean, this is not one of those, again, not a doctored up presentation. I mean, this is, you tell the truth. Tell me what you think. What do you think about the DJI Mini 3? Tell me, tell the world. What do you think about it? We want to know, man. Oh, and speaking of want to know, this is a live show, so if anybody wants to super chat, not required, but if you want to super chat, feel free to click super chat within the chat area. Great way to support the channel, great way to support all of my existing videos and my upcoming videos. Again, I am an independent YouTube channel, so, I'm here on a skeleton budget. I mean, it's a self-created budget, so. And if you wonder what I'm drinking, if you want to super chat me for another drink, that's fine. Actually, I'm drinking discount beer. What I do, I go to a local liquor store, and they've got a little section in the corner, and it's got dust everywhere, and it's these beers they didn't sell. So I go over there and I try to find IPAs, India Pale Ales, and I get them for a few bucks. Most of them have expired a few months prior, but it's still good. I mean, that's like this beer right here. I mean, I'm saving up money, man. So, yeah, we got, let's see. Mini 3 Pro, man, again, a game changer, in my opinion. Not just because of the USB recharge. Let's see, we got Twime. Do you know DM Production has already got the Mini 3 Pro? Dude, there's so many channels that have posted stuff, and again, until I receive the DJI Mini 3 Pro that I've ordered and it arrives at my studio, I just, anything that arrives, anything that's posted prior to release, I don't trust it. I mean, there's so many, and again, I don't know the individual you're speaking of, and I don't want to give anybody a bad reputation, but in general, I assume that any video that I see, so there's a few warning signs that I have. Is there a drone that emerges within videos prior to the official release? Okay, that's one concern. Is there a drone that there's a video that emerges, like, let's say an hour or immediately following within a few minutes of the official launch? I don't trust that, because that was a pre-release drone. Something that was probably sent to someone, and they went out and then the other warning sign, not just the time of the publication of the first video in regards to this new drone, but the professionalism. I mean, you look at it and it's like, it's a well-lit studio, and again, there's not a speck of dust or grime on any of the packing materials or the desk that they're unboxing on. The lighting is perfect. The audio is perfect. I don't trust that. So what you're looking at here, when and if, and again, on May the 10th, which is Tuesday in the United States of America, on May the 10th, if DJI Mini 3 Pro releases as expected, expect a couple things. Again, head over to epicdroneshow.com and click buy a drone, because if it's released, you'll be able to find it there and order it there ASAP. And then number two, when and if it releases on May the 10th, as I expect, I'll be getting my hands on it ASAP. I don't have one in my hands right now. I don't do that, man. I'm not someone that's out here to try to hustle people up. I mean, with my metrics, and again, not to do my own horn, but I will. I feel that I'm one of the OGs of the drone videos, and there's so many people that have impersonated my format, and that's fine. I mean, look back to DJI Phantom 1. Look at the format of all my videos. I haven't changed. I haven't let the viewership go to my head. I mean, I've kept the format the same. I mean, I'm not here to doctor up my delivery. I'm not here to bow down to dollars and whatever and try to change my format. I can't be bought. So, with that being said, if there's something I'm interested in, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to, share a series of honest reviews, because number one, I enjoy it. And not only do I enjoy it, but more importantly, I enjoy posting the videos, receiving feedback from the viewers, and then posting follow-up videos to respond to the comments and or questions from viewers, because that's what makes Epic Drone Show so enjoyable, is that it's something I was going to do anyway, but the energy and everything is enhanced because of everyone's enthusiasm. Your interest in wanting to get your hands on the drone, your interest in wanting to know, well, can it do this? Can it do that? That's what fuels Epic Drone Show. And Twime says, and sorry, Twime, if I'm mispronouncing your screen name, not sure how I got a hold of the drone before release. Again, don't trust it. And that's the thing. Until a drone has been officially released, again, these are my opinions. I respect everyone's opinions. If it's something that comes out before it's been released, I don't trust it. If it's something that comes out at the same time or within a few hours of release of the drone, I don't trust it, because that implies that somebody had their hands on the drone prior to the release. I don't trust it as being an honest review. And then also, even if it's a video that emerges, let's say a few days after the official release, and it's one of those videos, as we mentioned, there's no dust, there's no grime on the boxes, the table, the lighting, everything's perfect, the audio is on point, it looks like a Hollywood production, I don't trust it. You got to get out there. You got to go. You got to say, look, the drone arrived at my doorstep, and I'm going to get it. And, maybe I've been eating some chicken wings, or maybe I've been eating some barbecue ribs, and I got a little bit of sauce on my fingers and my face and all that. But I still go to the door, and I get it, and I unbox it. I don't sugarcoat it, man. I live my life, and I take it out. I take the drone out. Greenock Drone Guy. Whoa. Yes, sir. Always good to have you, Greenock. Greenock has been a long time subscriber and supporter of the channel. Deeply appreciated. Greenock Drone Guy says, will the DJI Smart Controller work with the Mini 3? Well, and that's a great question. My assumption, and again, until I get my hands on the DJI Mini 3 Pro, my assumption is that probably, this is a broad assumption, my broad assumption is that the DJI Mini 3 Pro will probably, sorry, I got the hiccups. I drank some of this. This is called Dr. Dank. It's a pineapple-infused India Pale Ale. But, yeah, my assumption is that it probably wouldn't. My assumption is that probably with the DJI Mini 3 Pro, again, to be confirmed as soon as it releases, my assumption is that it's probably only going to be compatible with bring your own Android or bring your own iPhone device, or iOS device, I should say, to be correct, or B, buy the controller that is offered as an option for the DJI Mini 3 Pro. I could be wrong, but that's my educated assumption. A Han Solo 1911 says, if someone was in the market to buy a drone, would you recommend the Air 2S or the Mini 3? Well, I can tell you this. And by the way, head on over to epicdroneshow.com and click buy a drone, and you'll be able to find them all there. At the time of this live show, the Mini 3 is not yet posted there, but it will be as soon as it hits the market. So to answer your question about the Air 2S, the DJI Mavic Air 2S is a phenomenal drone. Having that 1-inch sensor on that 4K camera is phenomenal for low-light filming situations, and also broad daylight. It's a very well-performing camera. With the DJI Mavic Air 2S, and subscribe if you haven't already, check out all my Mavic Air 2S videos. I've got a playlist full of them. See the quality for yourself. The quality is exceptional. Now, what you don't get with the DJI Mavic Air 2S is the USB recharge capability. But what you do get is a still small and still lightweight drone that's manageable from a travel perspective, but having that phenomenal 1-inch sensor on that camera really makes the capture of professional quality video content possible. So with that, you get that. With the Mini 3 Pro, again, as soon as I get it, I'll post the videos. I will tell you what I think about it. You can watch my videos and tell me what you think about the Mini 3 Pro. My assumption is that the Mini 3 Pro, if the camera comes close or even trumps the Mavic Air 2S's camera, it's going to be the best. And it'll be the best because it's USB rechargeable. So you add the US recharge capability combined with the small size and the small weight. Not that the Air 2S is too big, but the smaller size and the smaller weight, you've got a more convenient package. You've got off-the-grid USB solar recharge capabilities, something you don't get with the Air 2S. Now, if off-the-grid filming and recharging is not a concern of yours, the Air 2S is a phenomenal drone. And it's good enough. I mean, when people say, man, that's not a professional drone. Look at the video quality, man. Look at the Air 2S. You can capture some phenomenal video, 4K videos from the Air 2S. It's a very capable aerial video platform. So if video quality, especially in low light performance, is of concern, the Air 2S does not disappoint. Again, subscribe, ring that bell, check out my DJI Mavic Air 2S video playlist and see for yourself. I mean, I don't doctor these up. I mean, it's what I get from it. And it's now, I will say I really enjoyed the DJI Mavic 2 Pro with the Hasselblad. I got a lot of awesome content. I even filmed, check out the videos. I filmed Jeffrey Epstein's Island. Check out Little St. James Island. I've got a few videos here on my channel. Those videos I filmed with the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. Whoa, whoa, oh man, I just got a super chat. Hold on. Let me get something here. Hold on. I've got pants on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Oh, yes. Hold on, I'm going to get it. That, my friends, is the sound of the super chat. Anytime you choose to super chat, like Han Solo did, Han Solo 1911, I celebrate it. So does the audience. Han Solo, you the man. That that is generous. I appreciate that. So, I got a super fat, but seriously, my best advice, Han Solo, and I'm even gonna go in more depth because you super chatted. My best advice is to, if you're in a rush, if you need that aerial video platform now, if you're in a rush, there's nothing about the Air 2S that'll disappoint from a video quality perspective. Now, I will tell you, if you use autofocus, the autofocus on the Air 2S, from my experience, trumps the autofocus performance on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, which has the Hasselblad camera. Both have great video. Check out my videos, especially my Epstein's Island video. That was the Mavic 2 Pro. But if you can wait for my Mavic Mini Pro videos and see for yourself what the quality there is. Because I have a feeling that the quality could be, if it's on par or better than the Mavic Air 2S, it would be a no-brainer to go with it. Unless you're flying in ultra windy conditions, the extra size and weight of the other drone could be advantageous. But for the bulk of flights, that Mini 3 Pro is probably going to be more than sufficient. Tweemy says, but if you want to bring your drone abroad, you might as well get the Mini 3 for its sub 250 grams due to local regulations. Aha! Oh, man, Han Solo is blowing up the bank, man. Look at that. Look at that, Han Solo 1911. Whoa, man. I got the money coming in here. Han Solo says, no more cheap beer, my friend. Thanks for the feedback. Well, yes, sir. There is no more cheap. This, again, this was honestly discount. I got it from the discount corner, and it was a few months out of date. I think for this, was it a 6-pack or a 4-pack? I think it only costs like $4.99 US for the entire thing. So, yeah, I'll have to upgrade. Especially if I can keep getting super chats like this, man. I may have to upgrade to the Macallan here in a little bit. Man, that's awesome. But honestly, seriously, these super chats deeply, tremendously appreciate it, because I am an independent YouTube channel, and this helps, man. I mean, this helps. This helps so much. And honestly, I could steer you and say, man, just go to epicdroneshow.com and buy any drone. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to encourage you to take your time, research, watch my videos, watch other people's videos, research, and make an educated decision. But again, Tweemy made a great point about the weight of the DJI Mini 3 Pro. And keep in mind, that weight, and it hasn't released yet, but from the specs that are leaked, that weight is with the factory battery installed, the standard battery. To my understanding, there may be a larger capacity battery that may offer enhanced flight times, but that larger battery would obviously tip it over the weight that it would have with the standard battery. So you would go over that threshold, if you put the extended capacity battery. But again, the normal capacity battery, from what I've read from the leaks, is going to be more than enough flight time. And you could always take multiple batteries, and you could have one recharging in your in your USB solar battery bank while you're flying another battery. So but again, to Twimi's point, the size and weight, especially the weight, is advantageous because, again, this is not legal speak. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a member of the government, but there are certain situations where that lighter weight drone, it could be advantageous to have a smaller and lighter weight drone. Not saying it's going to make it permissible to fly in certain areas, but it may reduce some of the regulations associated with it. Again, not will, but possibly could. It may. So, that's a positive. So that's, man, hey, super chats. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm just getting excited here. Super excited. Man, whoa. Han Solo 1911 is the man. He is the man. But yeah, this DJI Mini 3 Pro, man, and again, until I get it unboxed, until I take it out in the field, this is just all wishful speak. But, knowing DJI like I know DJI, you develop a good relationship with any product, any brand, and you've experienced their things in the past, then, oh, Jake, welcome aboard. Are Maya, McKenna, and Katie with you? That's a great question. Jake is another long-time subscriber to the channel. Not just Jake, but all of his crew, Maya, McKenna, and Katie. So, see, I know my viewers. Jake is awesome. And Jake is also, and I always mention this, Jake is known for turning me on to the Terry Peppers Foghorn video. If you haven't watched the Terry Peppers Foghorn video, it is a life changer. You got to check it out, man. That is awesome. Yeah, good stuff, man. Thank you for coming in. No more cheap beer, says Han Solo 1911. That is awesome. That is deeply appreciated. Now, if I can just figure out a way to encourage people, I've got a video that not related to drones, but I got a video I filmed. It's my General Electric, my GE dishwasher quit working fix. And I've got super thanks on that video, and nobody super thanks. So I got to figure out how to do that. But man, that is awesome, man. That is so cool when your viewers choose to support you like that. Whoa, I'm so excited. I'm gonna blow the didgeridoo again. Okay, we got Zorthon. Zorthon, welcome aboard, sir. Welcome aboard, Zorthon. Zorthon says, what are you sipping on? I'm sipping on a discount IPA, a discount India Pale Ale. Actually, it's about 2 months expired, and I got it in the discount section of a liquor store. And it's actually really good. It's Dr. Dank. It's a pineapple-infused India Pale Ale. So it's not a fruit-forward IPA. It's not an in-your-face, fruit-forward India Pale Ale. But the pineapple and the IPA, it's a unique combination. Again, when you drink it, you know you're drinking an IPA, but the pineapple adds it's a different mouthfeel to the IPA. It also adds a slight bit of sweetness. Again, very mild, not overpowering. It's not like a fruit-forward beer. But it adds a unique character to it. It's just very nice flavor profile. Easily sessionable IPA. Jake Eve says, yup, I just got off work with the fire station. It was a busy day with a multi-vehicle accident involving a hazardous materials truck carrying uranium fuel cells for a nuclear power plant in the Toronto area. Whoa, dude, that's nuts. Whoa, that's a wild day, man. I hope everything's okay. Zordan says, sounds pretty good. It actually is. I mean, even though it's expired, 2 months ago, it's still good. But now that I got the nice super chat from, let's see, I got the nice super chat from Han Solo 1911, I can afford to get some better beer next time. Jake says, so we had to wait 2 hours till the government crew showed up and confirmed the cells were safe and not damaged. Makes sense. Got to have that proper audit by the trained agencies. Speaking of that, are any of the viewers from any of the 3-letter agencies? If you are, you probably can't say. So yeah, DJI Mini 3 Pro is going to be exceptional, and I've just gotta do this again just to celebrate Han Solo 1911's generosity. Okay. Again, to celebrate Han Solo 1911's generosity. That's deeply appreciated. So, Jake says, the government crew said it. Okay, we read that. So, yeah, drones, man. Speaking of that, is there anything else out there that can even come close to a DJI? I know I was getting some encouragement to checking out a brand called Autel. And I looked at it and I'm like, and again, this is not an insult, but I looked at it and I'm just like, it just doesn't float my boat, man. They're trying to get me on board with that. I'm just like, People accuse me of being a DJI fanboy. But you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with continuing to follow and obsess over products from a brand that has been proven to be successful with what they deliver. And tell me I'm wrong. That's fair. That's why we have this live show. It's an open forum. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. This is not sugar-coated. This is not filtered. Obviously, there's no profanity because this is appropriate for all age groups and will remain that way. That's a requirement for the channel. And super chats are not required, but wow, when I get super chats like I got, from Han Solo 1911, whoa, dude. That is awesome. It really is. And I'm not here for the money, but I got to have the money to fuel the content. The content is not just going out and filming it. You got to factor in the fuel to and from. You got to factor in the food cost. You got to feed your crew. You got to feed me. I eat a lot. There's a lot of cost that is incurred while filming these drone videos. So it's really appreciated. Jake says, in a situation involving things like uranium fuel cells that the one truck was carrying today, we have no choice but to call the Nuclear Transportation Safety Board to check to ensure our safety. Han Solo 1911 says, my first drone was a 3DR Solo, had it for a week and returned it. Okay, that's funny. Han Solo said that. Han Solo said he had the 3DR Solo for a week and returned it. So 3DR Solo, if y'all aren't familiar with it out there, it was an older drone. It was kind of in the infancy of drones, but it was a drone that was pumped up to be something that it not necessarily was. Allegedly, they had a relationship with GoPro. So the mount, apparently they had some sort of relationship with GoPro, so they're able to have a good camera system on it. Keep in mind, the 3DR Solo was a drone that was released before GoPro themselves and you may not even know this, check out my videos, GoPro themselves released the GoPro Karma, which the GoPro Karma, horrible name choice, by the way. The GoPro Karma was a GoPro-created drone. The GoPro Karma was recalled due to potential safety issues, and then GoPro opted to never really go forward with drones, which I don't agree with their cop-out. I wish that GoPro had stuck with drones, because had GoPro stuck with drones, I think that we would have seen a very well-refined GoPro drone on the market today. And I'm afraid they probably never will revisit the possibility of creating drones. It's a shame. Karma struck them. Yeah, they called it GoPro Karma. That was a horrible naming thing. But the false perception among a lot of people that were just, looking for drones, Googling for drones or whatever, was that because of this alleged deal between 3DR Solo and GoPro for GoPro technology, a lot of people falsely assumed that the 3DR Solo was the GoPro drone, and it wasn't. The 3DR Solo had an amazing marketing campaign. They had all these like apes and everything in this video. I mean, they definitely put some money into it. It's a shame to see any business fail, but 3DR Solo definitely failed, and it failed miserably. So, I hate to see any business fail because I'm an entrepreneur, but yeah, it was a dog. It really was. Jake says, the Nuclear Transportation and Power Safety Board's job is to assist with cleanup in nuclear accidents and crashes involving trucks carrying nuclear waste or stuff like what we dealt with today. Wow, dude. That's an intense job. That is intense. Now, do y'all fly drones with your stuff like this to go in and see what's going on before you walk into it? 3DR Solo. Wow, that brought back some twisted memories, dude. Jake says they are also responsible for security at all Canadian nuclear power plants and even some military. Han Solo 1911 says, I agree. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, and the other thing is, they had such a well-refined marketing campaign. 3DR Solo did. It was a prime example of they put too much into marketing, and they didn't put enough into refinement of the product, and that's a shame. Because people. Here's the thing: when you're bringing a product to market, and I don't know how many people of y'all have brought a product to market, but whenever you're bringing a product to market, there's the product itself, and then there's also the marketing piece. Someone could have an incredible product, but without proper marketing, it may never become noticed. And there could be an amazing product that would sell if people knew about it. Word of mouth advertising will only go so far. But then there's also the situation where there's a product that's lackluster. I mean, it's mediocre. But because of the excellent marketing, people feel like they have to have it anyway. And that works a lot of the time. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of that marketing style. But it does work a lot, and a lot of people buy things that they otherwise wouldn't have bought, but they bought it because they felt like they needed to because of the excellent marketing. So Jake says, yes, we do use drones in some cases, but that's the Ontario Provincial Police who use them more than the South Frontenac Fire Department. Very cool. So yeah, the DJI Mini 3 Pro, man, Han Solo, if you can wait, I'm 95% confident it's going to release on the 10th. Again, check my link. If it releases on the 10th, you'll be able to find it there then. Just go to epicdroneshow.com. But I'm not going to say it's better than the Mavic Air 2S. So I would encourage you to bookmark my link and check back after you've had a chance to watch my videos and and not just my videos, but videos from others after the DJI Mini 3 Pro releases. Don't watch these pre-release videos. Don't watch these videos that come out as soon as the drone releases. Don't trust them. Wait for the honest drone reviews and then make your purchase decision. Jake says, the Ontario Provincial Police uses drones in car accident investigation in certain other situations, like when suspects barricade themselves in buildings. Interesting. Muy interesante. Han Solo 1911 says, I'm in no rush, so I will wait and see what you think. Hey man, all power to you. If you're not in a rush, wait and see. But again, if you had been in a rush, again, there's nothing wrong with the Air 2S. But we'll see how this performs. And when I post, again, you've probably seen my previous videos. I'll do the unboxing, and then I'll do the first flight in the field. And the first flight in the field with the DJI Mini 3 Pro is exactly what I said it is. I mean, I take it out, no expectations. I've installed the updated version of the app on my phone. I've ensured that the controller's firmware and the drone's firmware is as current as it can be, and I head out to the field. So there's no expectations beyond that. So, hopefully that video will either confirm or deny what you're wanting to know. But after you watch that first video in the field with the DJI Mini 3 Pro, please ask me any questions you have. And that can be a laundry list of questions because, I'm looking for tons of future videos, tons of future topics, rather, to address within upcoming DJI Mini 3 Pro videos. So, ask all you want because I'll be happy to go out and try to film all those video responses for you. Nothing doctored up, as I've repeated over and over. Jake says, in a barricaded suspect case, drones may be used to confirm where the suspect is using thermal imaging cameras and concern if they are armed or not. Interesting. Thermal imaging, like you got some FLIR, F-L-I-R. Super interesting stuff. Super duper interesting. Okay, let's see what we got here. It's crazy. It's already Friday in the United States of America. Jake says, also, the Canadian military uses drones such as the Predator combat drone and the Reaper drone and lots of other drones and UAVs too. Jake says, confirm, darn autocorrect. Han Solo 1911, I'm wondering how the Mini would handle the wind versus the Air 2S. Great question. It's actually one of my top curiosities. So I'm hoping, since it is May, March and April are typically some of the windier months, but May still has significant wind. So I'm going to try to track that wind and take that sucker up in a stronger wind gust and see what it does. I would assume that because of the smaller and lighter nature of the Mini 3 Pro, and again, I've flown both the Mini and the Mini in the Mini 2. They handled wind quite well. Check out my videos of them. But I would assume, unless there's something radically different, that the Air 2S, because it is larger, it is heavier, it would likely handle wind better. And not to say that the smaller and lighter DJI Mini 3 Pro wouldn't be capable. You might just experience a little bit more drift if a strong wind hits it. Is it going to flip over and crash? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what it does. Jake says, it's Friday. Yay. It's Friday. Yes, yes, yes. Got to get Friday here, talk about drones, talk about everything, man. Good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, so our Skies Adventure channel, studio, major studio renovations. The studio is going to be radically enhanced to where not only do I have this set, but I'm going to have several physical sets as well. The acoustics will be further refined. The lighting will be dialed in even more. Again, I'm not getting to that point to where I'm like the guy that has the desk without any dust on it and unboxing stuff. I don't want to get to that level. I don't feel this believable. But I am going to amplify the professionalism of the channel. And that's not just for drones. It's also for Chef Irix Guy, cooking videos. It's for timepieces for tomorrow, wristwatch videos. You know, it's going to be across the board. So I'm excited about that. McKenna would like to know what is your personal favorite drone, Irix Guy? Okay, so my personal favorite for professional filming, this is where I'm going to go out. I need to get the best quality 4K video with autofocus that's reliable, even in low light conditions. What am I going to use? DJI Air 2S. And if I want something that's ultra portable, that's still professional, that's why I think the DJI Mini 3 Pro is going to fill that spot. So I have a feeling that DJI Mini 3 Pro is probably going to trump the DJI Air 2S for me. USB recharge, smaller and lighter, you know, overall more convenient to travel with. So I think that's going to be the kind of the one that's going to become my new favorite. And again, I'm saying that optimistically. Until I get it in the field, I can't confirm or deny that. So Jake says, ever seen the movie Oblivion starring Cruise as Jack Harper? I have not. If you haven't, you'd like the drones in the Oblivion movie. Seen the movie Oblivion? I will add that to my watch list because I've been looking for a new movie to watch. And Oblivion. I'll add that to my watch list. Thanks for that. That sounds cool. I've been watching a lot of like just really cheesy horror movies that are free and cheap. See, I don't get satellite or cable TV. I just use some streaming services, and I've got a lot of them that are discounted rates. But and then I get over the air HD TV channels, so I don't have a lot of content choices. You know, I like to, you know, again, being an independent YouTube channel, it's a lean ship. You know, I gotta cut out all the bloat, and spending, you know, a few $100s a month for spending a few $100s a month for a cable or satellite TV is just stupid. So if it's on my streaming services, I want to watch it. Oblivion. It sounds good, man. Admittedly, I do subscribe to HBO. Actually, HBO I get for free through my AT&T cell phone. And then I do pay for Showtime because there's some shows on Showtime that I do enjoy, such as Billions and what else do I enjoy on Showtime? Just a few things. I mean, I do Netflix and I do Amazon, but I do Amazon for the Prime shipping, but I also get a lot of videos through Amazon because I'm a Prime member. So that's kind of cool. So maybe Oblivion's on there. But with that awesome super chat that I got earlier from Han Solo 1911, if I keep getting super chats like that, I may be able to rent some movies. That's freaking incredible, man. Han Solo, I'm really grateful for that. And that'll definitely get me a premium beer for my next live show without a doubt. Super good. Han Solo says, thanks for the info tonight. I have to run. Looking forward to watching your Mini 3 coverage. Thank you. And again, thanks again. Really, just really appreciated. Really awesome of you to support the channel like you did. And anything you want me to address, just ask. I'll be more than thrilled to address that within upcoming DJI Mini 3 Pro videos. Jake says it's an awesome movie that takes place in 2077. I'm going to add, Jake, I'm going to add Oblivion to my thing right now. Actually, we are in an hour into this show. And I operate a few other businesses. I've got to do some bookkeeping and some stuff like that. It's not so fun. So I need to do that. And then I'm going to try to fire up some Oblivion. So really appreciate everyone tonight. Stay tuned, subscribe, ring that bell icon when you do. Because I'm going to be all over the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Again, honest videos. And if there's anything you want me to address specifically, just ask. Share with your friends. Encourage everyone you know to subscribe. Tell them to ring that bell icon. And most importantly, if you're looking for a drone, whether it's a current drone, the DJI Mini 3 Pro, or the older drones, just go to epicdroneshow.com and then click Buy Drone. And you can find all the drones and accessories there. Great way to support the channel. Appreciate y'all's viewership, and I am going to cut out of here for now, but stay tuned for a ton more videos and ton more live shows. Y'all have a good one, and thanks again.